Alright, so we got a Blizzard machine. Runs on a pedal. So if that sets it on, and you step on the pedal, it goes. Let me show you on a good one. Step on the pedal, it goes. Sorry, Evelyn. So when it doesn't go, if you can ever so carefully give this a spin while I'm on the pedal, and it starts, that means you have bad brushes inside, motor brushes. We'll take this apart and I'll show you what that means. Okay, so 4 screws and the lid came off, and then 4 screws in the side almost comes off. This is actually mounted right here, and it screws into the underside of the top. So if you don't take that off, you'll never get the whole top piece off. But then when you do, this whole top piece comes off. There is a pin connector right here, so that can disconnect, boom, and you're done. So power spins the motor, motor spins the shaft, pretty simple. Right here, behind this plate, and you have to be careful with this because they make it out of plastic, so it's, you know, really durable. Don't want to drop that in there. Then you have the brushes. And again, this plastic collar, I've used things in there and then cracked that collar, and then you have a totally different problem. So we're gonna see if the needle nose can grab that and get it started. If not, it may take a small, really tiny flathead. Because it's spring loaded. Let's grab a little flathead here. A smaller one than that. Let's see. Real easy here. Problem is you can't pry on the outside or that plastic circle breaks out. So it's real slow. Little twists. I'm surprised at this. All right. So that's what the brushes are. Let me give you a perspective. Grab these new ones here. So this is what a new brush looks like. Look at the size of the magnet difference. So this magnet is what sits against the actual heart of the motor and gets it started. So that's why without those making good contact anymore, it doesn't want to start. Now once you hand spin it, then it gets that core spinning. I don't know if you can see, this is going to be kind of tricky, but see that core right there? Right, that's what needs the magnets. That's the core of the motor. So it's really cut and dry. These fit right in. The new ones fit right in, just like that. I don't think there's any chance I'm gonna get this with one hand, but we'll see. Oh. So there's actually a groove top and bottom. Sorry, I can't see. So that you have to have the boom. Okay, now it's spring loaded, so it is impossible for me to do this with one hand because now I need to take the cap and put it on. So I'm gonna kill this and I'll catch you in a second. Okay, so I held, when I left, right, I was holding this with my finger. I took my other hand and I held it with a little screwdriver, just the brushes. Then I took the plate, set it there, and then twisted it on. So now we're good. The other side is through this access port right here. So if you get in there, take this off. And again, it's very unfortunate when you drop the cover down in there. So I'm gonna use 2 hands. Okay, before I go putting this all back together, I've just got this set up here and I've got it Molex connected back in so that I can test it. So with no pedal, normally the pedal just interrupts, right? So we turn it to on and then the pedal pulses it. So with no pedal, on is just gonna be on. So we'll see if it starts. Excellent. And down is kind of a pulse that way. So, but it's starting every single time now. Yeah, brushes. We're just gonna get to where we change the brushes in these every year, just so we don't have downtime like this. Is it a crisis? No, but those brushes are like $24, $25, and we end up replacing them every year anyway. So it'd be better to do it on a preventative schedule than on a reactive schedule. If this happens on a Friday night and they're down a Blizzard machine, then that's more impactful. So, all right, so I'm gonna put her back together, and that is that.